What is going on, everybody? It is Tank, and I am back on the channel. Thankfully, finally, here we go with the video. I've got an upload, and for you today, right now, as you see in the title, Ghost Recon Wildlands. This is the open beta that has been out since the, I believe, the 24th. It's going on until the 27th. This video will probably be out after the beta is closed, or the open beta is closed. So, if you haven't gotten a chance to check this out, let me give you a little bit of my opinion on the game and kind of my background with it. First off, I actually did get to play the closed beta. I was able to spend some time with it. Not very long, but probably about 6 hours throughout the weekend that it was actually available for me to play. I was very busy that weekend. I had a lot of stuff going on. But nonetheless, let's get down to the nuts and bolts. First off, I think the gameplay is really widespread. There's a lot of areas for you to explore. There's a lot of bodies to drop. Of course, we know there. And there's a lot to do in the game that I'm really pleased with. The closed beta only had one area of the map open. With the open beta, as you see here, we're actually in the second part of the map, which I don't remember what it's called exactly. But there in the open beta, they do give you 2 parts of the map to explore. I'm on the second map. In the closed beta, I kind of knocked out the first map pretty quick. I was really on the hunt to try to get new weapons and attachments and stuff. So that's the biggest thing, number one, that I liked about the game. I think that kind of makes Ghost Recon kind of unique in a sense to other third/first-person shooters. A lot of people, it's considered a third-person shooter. It's a multiverse for me. You can do either or, and I think that's kind of the cool thing that kind of makes it unique as well, is the fact that you can do either or in this game. Going into some of the gameplay, it's a little bit repetitive throughout the area, what you're tasked to do, your missions and stuff like that. Those are very unique in itself. There's a wide array of targets that you're going to either have to capture or kill. Most of them you're going to probably end up killing. But there's a lot of stuff to do in between the main mission. It's almost like we would I could classify it as kind of like a makeshift GTA for the tactical world, but not necessarily. It kind of feels like that. In this game, it's a very open world. You can drive and fly pretty much anything. You've got helicopters, planes, you've got vehicles as far as cars, trucks. You've even got tractors, backhoes, stuff like that you can actually drive. So it's pretty interesting to see kind of what the game actually has to offer so far as stuff. In the single player, what you're seeing here, I'm actually playing by myself. I have 3 AI behind me, which is the Ghost team, which is Nomad, Midas, and two other guys. I forget their names. The AI in the game, let me touch on a little bit. Especially as far as your team, they're pretty good. They are very attentive to kind of what's going on surrounding areas and stuff. The only thing that I kind of didn't like, especially in the open beta, is they did get stuck sometimes. There are missions where I would take helicopters or planes and take them to a certain area, and they would end up getting stuck exiting the vehicle. So I'd have to either maneuver to them, or they would just spawn flip on me and just pop right on me. Another cool thing I liked about the game, so far as the AI, is, for instance, if you take a 2-door vehicle or 2-seater and you go to an objective, one of the AIs will be like, hey, we'll catch up with you. And the cool thing is they don't have to actually, they're not really traveling. Once you get to your destination and you stop and you get out, they actually spawn on you. So I thought that was kind of cool. It kind of doesn't necessarily bring too much of a realistic aspect to the game in that sense, but it's cool that they're giving you the option to actually have your full team when you're on target. Another thing to talk about with the AI is they're really pretty funny. A lot of their quotes and commentary in the game, I'm getting stuttered a little bit, is pretty funny. They'll have conversations amongst themselves that you can hear, kind of, maybe if you're flying or driving, or if you guys are sitting around too long, they'll spark up a conversation just to kind of kill time while they're waiting on your slow ass or whatever was going on. So That's another cool thing. Going into the actual storyline and the gameplay. So what we've actually seen so far with the closed and open beta, of course, this is, like I said, all my opinion. This is nothing else. Um, I believe it's a game winner. I don't. A lot of people, a lot of friends amongst mine that are actually playing the open and closed beta, were kind of saying, "Hey, I hope this isn't another division," and I really hope not. I really see a lot of good potential, a lot of good DLC type stuff for this game coming out after March 7th. I feel like people that actually buy the game, just a regular game, not even the deluxe edition or the gold edition, is probably going to get a lot out of the gameplay itself. As you can see here, we're actually infiltrating a cave. I'm looking for weapon parts and some other good stuff. Or I'm sorry, not a cave, it's a mine. So you can tell that there's a lot to do, and I think you're going to be able to get a lot of satisfaction and gameplay out of the game itself. Amongst doing everything, you have side missions, you have main story missions. You can just fly around and kill people if you want to, which, I mean, you're going to drop a lot of bodies in this game. I'm telling you right now, this cartel is manned up to the teeth. On top of that, I think the playable areas that they offer in the game itself is pretty phenomenal. It's, compared to GTA, and I hate to do that, but GTA is probably the only game that I can think of, the only game I can think of, I should say, that actually has a big map compared to Ghost Recon. So when it comes to stuff like that, the playability and the way you're able to explore in this game is phenomenal. Touching on weapons, so with the closed and open beta, you weren't privy to too much. And when I say that, you started out with an M416, and then you started out with a submachine gun to start. There were some unlockables in the game, and as you can see, if I open my tap map here and there, you can see that there are spots on the map where you can actually go to certain areas and find intel on weapons cases to unlock more weapons and attachments. Um, Given that I guess it's the closed and the open beta, I'm pretty sure that they were like, "Hey, we're not going to give you everything. We're not going to give you a lot." But there were some weapons. So far as I found one submachine gun, or one no, think I'm sorry, one light machine gun, one submachine gun, one assault rifle, and I think two sniper rifles within the game. There's a couple of weapons attachments that you could use on these games, on these weapons. So there's a lot there. I guess you'd be satisfied with. I think my current setup right now, I'm running an MG121 for my secondary. My tertiary is, I believe, a SIG. I'd have to double check. My primary right now would be a TAR 21, which is a 5.56, with the red dots optic. And I'm liking it so far. I've never been too big of a fan of the TAR 21 or the TAR itself, but just here in the game, it's pretty nice. Along the lines of weapons in the game, I think you get a wide array of what's actually happening in the game so far as weapons, and you could pick and choose. I personally myself am not a very good marksman in real life or in a game, so I technically stick to ground pounding. On the AI team, there is a designated marksman, and he is, of course, very good because he's AI and he's a computer. But I keep it kind of simple like that, and we can just kind of keep moving on. So everybody has their own tricks of the trade. What's cool about this as well is as you unlock the game more, you discover new areas, you go to areas on your mini map. You see skill points, and you also see, like I said, weapon attachments as well. That you can unlock with the skill points. The more side missions you do, it's almost like currency in the game that gives you the availability to actually unlock new stats, new points for your player. So when it comes to upgrading your player, you can do your stamina, your hip fire, all the way down to your gadgets, your tertiary weapons. I'm sorry, your items that you carry. So like right now, I believe I'm running two frag grenades and C4 that I just unlocked not too long ago. You can also upgrade your drone. Of course, that's not Ghost Recon without a drone. So you upgrade your drone so far as your battery, your your distance that you can fly it from it being away from like your controller. You can add night vision. Adding extra features to the drone to actually make the gameplay more playable, more fun. You can also upgrade your binos as well, or your binoculars, I should say. So it's a lot of stuff in the game that you're able to do. So I think if you're thinking about purchasing it, you're gonna get a lot of satisfaction out of the game itself, on top of the gameplay and everything that's just available. You should be just completely fine with it. Other than that, me personally, I love it. I can't wait for the game to come out. I'm waiting for March 7th. This is already pre-ordered for me, so you're gonna see some of this on the channel. You're gonna see a lot of that. Not a lot of it, but you will see it on the channel. Trying to get stuff done in the game. I've just been a huge Ghost Recon fan since I was younger. Touching a little bit on the background for me of Ghost Recon, I started way back when Ghost Recon was, I believe, on Xbox. I don't remember the gaming system because I'm old now and I'm senile. I forget things. I'm in my 30s, so you know how that goes for most people. Joking. So, I've always been a hardcore Ghost Recon fan. So when Future Soldier came out on Xbox, I was all over it. I played it constantly. I think my brother actually still plays it now because he still has an Xbox. So he still rocks the single player on that, and it's quite fun. So when I heard that they were coming out with another one, I flipped shit, man. I was ready to go. Plan on seeing this on the channel. Plan on seeing me coming back. I'm going to be dropping videos here and there as my schedule permits, but I am coming back to YouTube. I want to come back to you guys. It's been super busy and super hectic for me lately, but I am coming back, and I'm here. So we'll see how it goes. For now, I want to touch on a little bit. You're not probably going to see any LSPDFR unless some of you guys want it. The single player for me, I just haven't had it. I really haven't. I lied. I haven't made time to sit down and work with LSPDFR. I went back to my old gaming community, which is Department of Justice, which is a law enforcement / emergency services community that I was with before, and I have been working within that community and getting stuff done. I just got some credentials to actually be able to post stuff on YouTube, so you are going to be seeing some DOJ patrols again. And the biggest thing now is that 5 Reborn's out, GTA 5, so we're just killing it with that. I've had a lot of fun in the patrols that I haven't recorded. So here, within the future, within the next week or two, should be able to see a video or two with the DOJ patrols. I'll be doing dual patrols. I'll have patrols with Polecat and Bugs when they play, and I also have patrols with the rest of the community members. I don't want to seclude it too much to just Polecat and Bugs, though it is very fun when they play. It's never a dull moment with them. It's really crazy, and we have a lot of fun. But I do want to get the rest of the DOJ members out there. They're very close to me. I hold a lot of them as friends, and I've made a lot of new friends since I've came back, and they're really great people. And so I really want to show off the potential on my channel. I want to show their potential and the professionalism and the gameplay and how we can all have fun in this game and come together as a community. And it's just really awesome, and I'm glad I made the decision to come back. I think it's helped me out personally in my life, kind of showed me some things. So you're going to be seeing some of that. You're going to be seeing, of course, Ghost Recon Wildlands, maybe some Rainbow Six Siege here and there, depending on who I play with. I don't have a lot of people that play it anymore, but like I said, whatever you guys want, you put it down in the comments below. Let me know what you want. Maybe we can figure something out. And let me touch on one more thing. And being that I've been away from YouTube for almost about a year, I've actually gained some subscribers. And I don't know if it's maybe some community members from the DOJ, and if it is, thank you very much for subscribing, hitting that like, hitting the subscribe button. It's really kind of shown me also too on that side, what a community is and what family and friends are for. I haven't posted anything in a year, and all of a sudden I just gained some subscribers. and I'm pretty sure some of them are from the DOJ. If you're a brand new subscriber and you just checked me out and you saw my LSPDFR videos, or you saw some type of video that you really liked, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for hitting the subscribe button. I apologize that I have not been on, but I'm back, and I want to give you guys the best content that I can. Another note that everybody's probably going to laugh at, I'm still running the same rig, and I'm probably going to be running it for like the next 10 years. The rig I got about 2 years ago, it's still running strong. I haven't had any problems. Well, I lied. I did have problems. I swapped out a power supply, and everything is fine now. So we're still going to be running this rig. I'm happy with it. I have 0 issues with it. I may upgrade the SETA drive to a SSD, and that's pretty much it. Better storage, get more stuff going. You know, who cares? But anyway, thank you very much for you guys that are subscribing, that have subscribed, that are still hanging around, waiting for me to post videos. The people that have rewatched videos over and over again, I've seen the views. Thank you very much for hanging around, and I can't wait to bring you guys new content. I can't wait to bring you guys the DOJ stuff at Ghost Recon Wildlands. It's very exciting for me. So again, thank you. Thanks for hanging around. If you're just watching this video, please share, please like it, and subscribe. I will see you guys soon. Thanks.